think everybody should be there by now. Welcome for the new ones that join us. I think there is a couple of new people here. Basically, the way we do is we are reviewing the submission that you guys have sent us this morning or in the afternoon. We take them by chronological order. So the earliest you submit, the best chance you get to be reviewed. And yes, once we try to listen as much as possible, but we don't have the time to listen sometimes in full. Then we have a little talk. So we always, it's always good if you can speak on the mic. Then we can have a little chat. That's great. We're gonna start right away. The first submission we have today is La Smash Connection. Are you guys here? Some regulars.
Yes, we are here.
Yes. Yeah, how are you, man?
Good and you?
Good. You're the first today. I don't know if it's.
Yes,
I think you're quite regular.
yes.
Um, yeah, just Subliminal came up with a question. So usually we can do at least 8 tracks. So we're gonna start. We're gonna try to be fast today and do as much as possible. Yeah. So because you're regular, we're gonna start straight away. You tuning in from France. You didn't move, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go, man.
Cool like the lake, make it shiver and shake. Cool like the lake, make it shiver and shake. Make it shiver and shake. Like the lake. Cool like the lake. Cool like the lake. Cool like the lake. Cool like the lake. Make it shiver and shake. Cool like the lake. Cool like the lake. Cool like the lake.
Nice, man. You change a little bit compared to your usual style, right?
Yes, I want to try something little different.
Yeah, you did. I can hear
Yes.
it. No, it's great. I think yeah, in terms of mix down, because maybe it's a little bit richer frequency wise than what you do usually. Less dubby, let's say. It sounds good. I think you have some space to put the synths up a little bit because your bass is really rich in tone, you know? And
Yes.
if you have your synths, that low, like it's almost yeah, I think you have space to push them up a little bit.
In volume, you think?
In volume, yes.
Or or maybe just saturation to have frequency or volume, it's okay?
Yeah, both are good. Saturation is good as well. I think you don't have to use saturation on every instrument. Some are rich enough, some
Yeah.
maybe there is a lack. I mean, usually when you have this kind of, track with a very housey tone, sometimes the synths that usually producer use are a little bit richer harmonically and in tone than what you used yourself,
Yes.
but that could be also your style. But if it's the case, try to put them quite high in the mix so they kind of balance the baseline.
Okay, okay. I will try this.
And yeah, it's good sometimes to have like at the very beginning of the track. It's really good. You have just like when it's a little bit more minimal, you adjust the bass. You have a synth that is very high in the mix,
Yes.
but it's low. It's exactly at the right spot, so the balance is very nice.
Okay, okay, okay,
But with different synths, you have to adjust at different level. But
okay,
other than that, I think the track is strong, man.
okay. Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, the breaks sounds a little bit similar.
Yes, yes. This is quite loopy, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bec-
Don't hesitate to use some, special FX. I mean, when I see FX, not just like,
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
the white noise rise, but
Yes,
something that has character. And you
yes,
can really inject some of in the FX, in this sound design, you can really inject a lot of personality inside this. So don't hesitate to use like, filter effects on unusual source of sound or stuff you would have like, recorded yourself. Try to use any source, use some effects, record it, stretch the audio. You can let your creativity go, and that really makes the difference. Because that sometimes you have like a track with rather conventional elements, I will say, but because you add all this sound design and this little or this little texture, your own touch to it,
yes,
so
yes,
don't hesitate to do that.
yes. Thank you again for the advices.
And guys, I hope you hear me because my colleague told me that my microphone is lower than usual. I went in the settings, I tried to push it, but it's not working. So I hope I'm talking loud enough.
For me, it's okay. I don't know for the other.
Okay, let me know in the chat. Great. Guys, now we're gonna go to the next tune. Thanks for passing by, man, again, and hope to see you
Yes, yes,
next week.
yes,
Okay, next up we have our friend LS from the Netherlands. Is he around with us today?
Yes, hello, hello.
How are you, man?
Good, good, very good.
Good to see you again, man. And yeah, I can't wait to show the others this track, man.
Okay,
So
great.
I think we just go straight into it and we have a chat after.
Yes, all good.
Let's go.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, boom, boom. Listen to the bass go boom, boom. Monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, listen to the bass go boom. Just tell 'em where you're from.
Wow, what a track. Just I saw a message from James in the chat if somebody can help him out because apparently he just hear me but not the track. Um, yeah, man, I think you had some strong submission, but I think this one is a proper bomb, man.
Yeah, I was really happy about this one.
Yes, I'm gonna download it. I
You
don't
are?
know. Yes, I will download it. I don't know if I could play it soon because it's pretty big room, but it's a great, great tune, man. Congratulations. I don't have much to add. I think maybe at 3 minutes 25 after the drop, there is a little bit where you just have the vocal and the bass. And I think shortly after you could add a synth again. Like there is a little bit of I think there's a little bit of yeah, there's a moment where that you could cut off and go into a synth arrangement again.
In the second drop, you
Yeah, I
mean?
think there is somebody. Yeah, there's somebody that put a comment called R
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, just at that moment. After that, I would start to already put either the M1 organ that you had before, to
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
to keep raising the bar. But it's just like, a detail. And it's my own opinion. You obviously don't have to do it. It works perfectly anyway. I think it's great that you have a vocal that really match the energy of the track. It's really fitting, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And congrats to you on finding that because a lot of time we are reviewing tracks or we're checking tracks. We're like, okay, the vocal is cool, but like in terms of energy, flow, and stuff like this, it's a little bit wonky and it doesn't match. In that case, it fits perfectly. Like the vocal push the energy, and yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah, it was really nice because I made a little bit of the beat and then I looked on Spotify for some vocals and stuff, and the first one I picked out and I put it on and just worked. So that's, yeah, it was great.
That's
Just luck.
Yeah, just luck, but it's luck because you're producing all the time and then you up your chance. You know what I mean? It's good. I honestly, you've been like 3 times with 3 edits. I would definitely encourage you to also crack on and maybe find some vocal that you could easily clear or something from sample packs or record yourself or use a singer, anything. But
Mhm.
I think you're at a level now that I think more people should hear your music and you should find a way to maybe release something.
Okay, great.
I mean, I don't know if you've done a release already, but yeah, I
No,
encourage you
I'm just
to.
trying now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could try to escape this like edit type of thing and just crack on and do a full original that you can really fully own.
Mhm. I had a quick question about this one.
Okay,
When
of
I
course.
use a little bit of the vocal, like I did right here, and I didn't use the hook, for example, do I still have to call it like an edit, or do I always have to name it this way?
Okay, I'm not the authority in music to tell you anything, but I'm gonna tell you straight facts. There is 65,000 of release that come out every week on Beatport. A lot of them now, unfortunately, is AI. But also there is in these tons of music, there is plenty of tracks that goes out on labels that have samples that are not cleared. This that's just a fact. So there has been cases of a lot of artists that had also their tracks removed once they became number one because they have a vocal or something that has not been clear. But that's the way it is. House music, since this creation, they've used samples. So it's all about. I think the term edit has been a bit like extrapolated from its original meaning. A meaning before of an edit is normally you take an original track and you don't like what you did is more like a remix than an edit. Because an edit
Hmm.
normally you just have the full tracks and you change some parts of the track. You used to have a tape and you put some take back and stuff like this. So you don't add anything to the track. You just change the arrangement of the track. That's was an
Yeah.
edit before. And first somehow now people start to talk like I done an edit, but what you did is more like a remix, or what I've said, it's maybe an original track that you've used a bit of a vocal that is sampled. But
Hmm.
how many tracks out there have been released that are sampled and some of them are not unclear? So it's all about your own definition and what you want to do.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
And
Yeah.
and for
I.
information as well, some 90s sample packs that are not available for sale today, they're not available for sale today because they have sampled other records to add to the sample pack. And then at some point, some people complain and we're like, oh, but this you cannot sell sample packs with like music that is obviously sampled from somebody that has a copyright, right? But now
Mhm.
people are using this old sample pack because they are archived on the internet to make their own music. And they think it's from a sample pack, an old sample pack, but it's actually from a record. And you see these vocals in tons of tracks.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I
that's
just did it
I
like
cannot
out
tell
of.
you what to
Yeah.
do, but I can tell you like, what's happening.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Um, all right. I took a lot of time, so yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go on to the next
Thank
track,
you for the
but
explanation.
crack
Bye
on,
bye.
man. Ciao. Wow, DJ Brew, are you here today? Another regular. I thought I seen him, but maybe not anymore. All right, too bad. We'll have to skip it. Now I have Rohan. I think that was with us last week. Are you around today?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you, man?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I
Hey, I'm
I'm
here. I have my phone on mute.
God. Okay, what we do, DJ,
I was yelling into the phone like a crazy person.
what we do, DJ, is we do Juan's track and then we'll get back to yours, okay? Um, yeah, so Juan, you were with us last week, right?
Yeah, I was here last week, but I think I was late getting my track in, so I didn't get played. But that was a different track. This is a new track I made this week. So
Okay, wonderful. Let's get straight into it, all right? Okay, man, cool stuff. Um, I think you told us you have started production quite recently, right?
Yeah, so music, house production, maybe about just over a month ago, just over a month. I think I've been on SYNTHO.
But man, it's already fantastic that you feel comfortable to finish a track, do something still pretty coherent. You can improve that a little bit, but I will
Yeah,
explain later. But and that you feel confident that you come and show it to everybody. And there is some section I enjoyed. I really like this piano in the main break here, the second break.
yeah,
Really cool. There is some, yeah, of course, it's the start of your journey. I think it's a little bit you have a lot of hi-hats. Maybe one layer of hi-hat could be like something a little bit thinner,
okay, yeah,
because it feels like the drums are mostly big hi-hats. It's also because of the levels, right?
yeah.
It's maybe a bit too high. But one of the thing I think here is sometimes it's absolutely great that you have an arrangement and an evolution, but it's great to have yeah, to try to be maybe a tiny bit coherent, because at sometimes it feels like you almost have two or three track in ones. Do you know what I mean?
No,
If I
no,
if I scan through the track, um I could have feel like it's almost at some point three different track, because
okay,
your main hook, you have like three different piano or like stabs and piano hook. I think one maybe of the goal you can have in your next track. I mean, in music there is no rules. So if this is really what you want to do, it's fair. But I think especially when you start your production journey, it's maybe a little bit better to try to copy the basics. And once you're really fully comfortable with it, it's easier for you to, if you want to change the rules and do something that's really click with you, then do it. But yeah, it's what I would encourage you, for example, is that once you have a piano hook like this for your next track, try to build upon it rather than trying to switch directly for something else later on. Do you know what I
okay,
mean? To
yeah.
try to
So
have like, a little bit, maybe something that answer to it, maybe another element, maybe then later on stripping down your main hook, but keeping the synth that you added later on. And then, continuing something like this, that there is a little bit more coherence, in the track.
okay, so like for example, just keeping like the first piano because obviously I changed the piano sound later on, so just keeping the one sound and then just kind of making it a bit different in the second drop, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can it's just for example this one, then this, and then this,
Right. Yeah.
Um so yeah, evolution is fine, but how it is now, it feels like you're almost like, always like switching to different thing instead of
Right.
having like a something that you have the same baseline, but maybe it's not enough to have like this kind of we say fil conducteur in French, like this kind of thread all or in all your same thread in all your tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think at the start it was just kind of the bass line and then I evolved that into the piano. And then the second piano I changed completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I understand that. I think
Maybe change, keep the same piano riff, the same preset, but make
yeah,
a different pattern,
right,
or
yeah,
just
yeah,
add, like, not change completely, like a few different notes only, and maybe build up on this bass,
right.
vocal sample and stuff. Somebody mentioned also the vocal, the key of the vocal, but I think that's not even the main issue here. And it's also okay in house music sometimes, or electronic music, to have some stuff that are a little bit out of keys. It's been done also for decades, and it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. No, thank you very much for your feedback. Hopefully I'll be back next week with something new as well.
Amazing, man. Best way to progress, cracking track every week. That's the best way to progress.
Perfect.
Spend
Thank you
too
very
much
much for
time,
that.
don't spend too much time on a track at the moment.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes, man.
Thank you for the feedback.
Okay, DJ, you're still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
All
me?
right. Yes. All right. Let's listen to your track, man.
You make a beat. You make a beat. You make a beat. You make a beat. You make a beat.
Making beats so easy.
Okay, really cool, man. Every week you find some way to surprise us with like you change a
Hey.
little bit. So really cool, man. I can hear you properly now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you had a high pitched voice before. I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
Is it your cousin? How are you, man? Okay,
Yeah.
still have some kind of connection problem. Listen, the track is great. I'm not. I'm gonna be. It's a personal taste. You're now evolving at a really high production level, so I'm not gonna like talk about that. I'm not 100% sure with this kind of stab that you have running the whole time. Probably you wanted to try something new, and it's great. I think the idea is great. It's just maybe the texture of the stab you choose, or the fact that it's very resonant, something like this. Like I like the idea. I can see the vibe and stuff, but I'm just not 100% sure with the I don't know the texture of the sample.
Okay. That was the one thing that I was trying to figure out, like what I really needed feedback on. So
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not gonna work, but I like the fact that it's a bit lo-fi, but somehow it's almost too lo-fi, or the frequency is a bit annoying, or it's too repetitive, or you need to have a little bit more movement inside it. I don't know, but it's for me, it's not doing it 100%.
that makes sense. Yep.
But I love, I'm a sucker for that. I love the little jazzy key that comes in after a bit and put them through like the vocal sample, everything. The drums are wicked. You have even a progression. You add another layer of open hat. So yeah, I great. But just that part, which is the main part, I'm not sure.
Yeah. But no, it's one of those. I've been working on it and it was bothering me, so I was like, let me just let somebody else hear it, so then I can actually.
Yeah, I let it hear by a few other people, but for me, I might not have played it because of that. That's my honest answer. We have a lot of people. I'm gonna try to skip to other people, but thank you, man, for passing by once again. And see you next week, hopefully. Next on, I have Josh Thomas. I think he was also with us 2 weeks ago. How are you, Josh?
Oh yeah, I've been here the last couple of weeks, I
Couple of
think.
weeks, I think,
Yeah,
and you
I've
didn't have
put a
session at the
couple of things
beginning.
in. Yeah, I put in a couple of things out. The last couple of things I did was like garage house kind of. This is completely different. So I don't know. I just thought I'd just try something because I've not been doing this too long. So I just wanted to learn, like a different method, basically.
Great. Let's hear it, and we speak a bit after, all right? Really cool, man. Very different from last time, as you said. Yeah, nice. I have one directly thing that came to my mind when I listened to it, so I'm going to talk about it. Um, you have a little pad that you have from the start almost till the end.
Yeah, okay. To be honest, maybe this isn't the best track I've done, but it was more about just explaining
Da,
some
da, da,
new
da, da,
techniques,
da.
really.
Don't say that, man. I think it's a good tune. But do you see what pad I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Yeah, and
Found
I
it.
think you have a lot of elements,
Yeah,
and you don't need that pad the whole time. And I think if you uh, take it off at some point, already, there would be more sense of progression. I really like the last part that we are into now. I
yeah,
think it's one of the best parts of the thing, just like this little keys that you have. I'm not 100% convinced by this kind of lead, poly lead, or I don't know if it's a fifth that like is in the break here. Um, and it's because it's a little bit weighty compared to the rest. Maybe if you equalize it and take out a little bit of the mud and the low frequency, it would sit better. But it's almost overpowering your drums.
yeah, that's fine. To be honest, I think with this one, it was more about just seeing where I got with it and probably moving on to the next project. I'm not super happy with how it came out, to be honest.
Ah, I know. I think it's an interesting tune, man. It's. Don't be so critical about it. It's pretty good. I really like the drums. I like most of the elements. There is a little bit. maybe they could be more like progression, you know? Maybe one of the synth, if you didn't introduce it before here, at the latest part, it would be more sense of progression. But your drums are really good and the bass and stuff. No, it's a good tune. Of course, like keep cracking, making other tune, and you're not gonna spend more time on it, but keep it in a folder. You might enjoy listening to it later on.
Sure. Okay. Well, cheers.
Yeah, because many times I'm gonna tell you this. Many times it's sometimes the track that like you think you finished the track and it's a bomb, and sometimes you listen to it 2 days after and you're like, oh, it's not good. And sometimes the track that you forgot about, they put on the side, you listen to them 1 year after, and you were like, wow, how I came up with this? So
Sure. Sure. Okay.
name the project, keep it tidy, and keep the same name as your song name. Keep the song either on your SoundCloud. Do that, guys, and then you never know because you'll be happy. Maybe once you're at a different level in your production journey or different time to be able to go back to it. Because when you're gonna go back to it at that time, you're gonna know directly what to do. And yeah, so keep it.
Sure. Okay.
There's a
Sure.
lot
Yeah.
of great ideas in there, man.
Sometimes I feel, in terms of the pad, I felt like when I took it away, the track kind of felt empty. So maybe, I don't know, but maybe you're saying
But
that's
you
fine,
know,
actually.
yes, it's normal. It
Yeah.
is absolutely normal. But you gotta when you produce your loop, you gotta also work without the pad, you know?
Yeah.
And but you know, you take out the pad, you introduce a new element, not a
Yeah.
pad, but
Yeah.
something
Okay.
different. You
Sure.
have a new question and answer. You have like every time sometimes it happens that you just strip things down and you don't need to touch anything. But a lot of time you need you need to, you know, add something else or a little FX or something like this, or changing the drums. You have to,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Cool. Let's go. Let's move on to the next track. We have DJAF or Jaff, or you're gonna tell
Yeah,
me how to pronounce it.
yeah, it's just Joff.
Is Jaff?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. How are you, man?
yeah, I'm fine. How about you?
Good, good. Where are you tuning in from?
Holland.
Oh, land. Yes, I think you told me and I forgot.
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's listen to the track and we speak a bit after. All right?
Okay, yes.
Nice one, man. Some great elements in the track. Yeah, it's
Yes,
cool.
thank you, thank you.
I have a few suggestions. First of all,
Yes.
for example, here you see my mouse at
Yeah.
at 1 minute and 16 seconds when you're in the first drop. I
Yeah.
feel that you're dropping too many new elements at once. You have a
Okay.
little acid line, the bass, the vocal, and the lead synth, and of a lead synth, no, your bass, I mean.
Yeah.
And I think, especially for example, you need to make a choice, especially like to drop a vocal plus an acid line plus this thing. It's also they were not even here in the break. It's a little
Yeah.
bit much, and I think you will have a better impact to maybe just have like kick, bass, and a little vocal, and then as after 8 bars, 16 bars, you add that acid line, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like pace yourself a little bit.
Okay.
The second thing I want to talk about regarding the arrangement is like it seems that you have more time with the break than with the kick playing. And well, I'm not so sure familiar with how are all the Spotify and streaming service edits of tracks, but I still think that as a rule of thumb, but I mean, it was like this a little bit during my time, and I'm still producing, but it's still better to have a little bit more time with the kick and bass than breaks. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But check, and if some of your favorite tracks are like this, maybe I'm totally wrong. Um, but yeah, I mean, people are dancing when the kick is thumping normally, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and yeah, also you have two sections here. The drop section are identical, right?
Sorry?
These two section after the breaks,
Yes, drop
this one
session.
and
Yeah.
the drop section, they are almost identical, no?
Yeah, that's true. Only the vocals a bit different, like a different place.
Okay, so it kind of felt a little bit redundant, and it lacks a little bit of, novelty kind of progression in the track. So, maybe that's what we talk about. Maybe that first part doesn't need the acid, and then you have the acid for the second half or something like this.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
try
thank
to
you.
make also it's kind of cool to have a break, especially if it's long, that still feel coherent when there is a drop, right?
Yeah.
So that somehow there is a link between your drop and between the break and the drop.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
know what you mean. I know what
no
you mean.
rules, but with something melodic like this, I think it can help for the
Yes,
transition.
thank you.
But that's my 2 cents, man. If
Yes,
you have
thank you
any
very much, man.
question, if you have any question, let me know.
No, not that at all.
All right. Cheers. Thank you for passing by.
Yes.
Next up, Fifth Funk is back.
Yo,
The man with the glasses. How are you?
I'm good, man. You?
Good, good, very good. It's not as sunny as in your pictures, but we're still doing good.
Nice.
All right, let's listen to your track and we have a chat after, all right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Nice one, man. I like the drums. I like the rawness a little bit. And when I listened to the intro, I didn't expect to have this kind of a little bit garagey keys on it. So
Yeah,
I don't know if
thanks.
it's what the feeling you were going for, but yeah, it's like a little bit between. It's kind of dubby, but like there is this little garagey feeling. It's cool. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah, I was going for that kind of garagey, but also a bit raw feeling.
Okay, so you you
Yeah.
you you nailed this. This is great. Now, a few things. The overall thing sounds a bit muffled. Do you understand what I mean when I said
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I do.
Um, there is, it's good to have like a chords like this, but then maybe on top of it, you have to have like something sharp, that there is a bit of contrast. And also because your drums are quite, they're also a little bit like this muffled, and there's a lack of sharpness. But maybe that comes from your acoustic and your monitoring. Maybe your monitors have too much of this high frequency. So when you produce music, you tend to lower this frequency,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I would reference a lot other tracks on your monitoring to see if, because it seems that it can come from that. For example, here you have some interesting texture that you're using on top of that stabby thing, and I can hear them, but because you put them too low in the mix, they sound almost as detailed as like they are interesting. And maybe if you push them higher, it would make the track a little bit less redundant, and it would be more clear for people to listen to it.
Yeah.
I hear them, but they might be a bit too low, and I'm thinking it might be your monitoring.
Okay. I will
Uh,
check it out.
how do you produce, on headphones or on speakers, or both, or?
Usually on headphones, but I do also have speakers. But it's usually on headphones, yeah.
Okay, do you reference your mix down?
I think for this one, I didn't do it. This one is also already quite old as well, so I just found it and I tweaked some stuff, but I didn't reference the mix down, no.
Okay, I strongly advise everybody, even me, 20 years of producing almost, I still reference when I produce. It means I don't even at the mid stage, early stage, I still have a track that I think it is. I have a pool of tracks, and I think this track is a little bit similar to that. And I go and quickly check, hey, am I right? My hi-hats are high enough and stuff like this. And a lot of the top producers are doing this. It's very difficult to produce a final product that is mixed down properly, if you don't have a reference, unless you're really, I don't know, making music 24/7 and you know your room perfectly. But it's very good to have a reference. You have plenty of device that you put at your end of your master chain, so it's at the very end. You put some tracks, some you can save a library, even a pool of 10 tracks, and basically you just A B. You can put a limiter before that, so your track is also matching a little bit the level of the track, and you instantly see, okay, am I at the right spot or not? It's very
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
I can try it.
main advice.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, well done, man, and looking forward to hear more music from you next time.
Thanks. Yeah, see you.
See you. A new user, I think. I mean, I don't remember listening to your music. Theo, are you here with us?
Hello, yes.
Nice, man. Welcome. Is it your first time?
Yes, yes. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you from Italy?
Yes, yes.
It's easy, man, with the name. Great. You're tuning in from Italy as well?
Yes, yes. Near
Oh,
Bologna.
near Bologna. Not so far from me. I'm in Nice, you see? It's not
Where?
so far. In Nice, in France,
Oh,
but
yes, yes.
it's not so far. Okay. Let's listen to your track and then we have a chat, all right?
Yes, yes.
Let's go.
Y'all ready?
attempt to leave the dance floor. Do not 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 attempt the dance, the dance, the dance, the dance floor. The dance, the dance, the dance floor. Do not the dance.
Okay, man, this is your first submission and it's very serious, huh? Wow.
Thank you.
Serious track, man. And I know you say many times, do not attempt to leave the dance floor, but I don't think people will leave the dance floor with this track. You don't need to say it so often.
Okay.
That's my only
Okay.
this was a little joke, but joke aside, I think but the vocal is a classic one and it's great. It's a cool one. I really like it. I think at some point it gets a tiny bit redundant, and the track is great, man. Sometimes less is more. So if you have it so many times, it could get a little bit tiring, and you get a little bit more impact if you just try to find some section where you really remove it for a long time. So when it appears again, the people are like, wow, okay. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, apart from that, I think the mix down sounds massive. You have great element. It's toolish, but you call it a dance floor tool, so you know exactly what you're doing. So I'm not gonna comment on that. And it's fine. Toolish tracks are necessary. It's great. You already have quite a bit of followers, so I guess you must have already released some stuff. My advice would be to eventually, either maybe try to remove a little bit of the vocal, or as you do it at the end here, try to have a little bit more, how you say, to modulate it, modulation on
Okay.
it, or effects, so to make it a little bit more interesting. But the way it is now, I didn't read. Sometimes it's good to have a repetitive vocal, so you get like this hypnotic feeling. But I didn't got it too much with that one. So yeah, that's my only little suggestion.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any question?
Yeah, I think that the vocal is a little bit repetitive,
Okay, so it's
like you said. And
okay,
yeah,
okay, cool. But as usual, huh, don't take my word for the final advice. You can always also ask around, see if you believe it yourself. I just here to give you my own personal opinion.
okay. Thank you.
All right. Looking forward to hear more music from you also, and
Yes, yes,
hopefully see you next week again.
yes.
Cool, man. Thanks for passing by.
Thank you.
Allez, it's almost 8, but we always do one extra track. You know me. Another regular. Lusago, are you here with us?
Yes, mate. Hello.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Paul, I'm happy we can listen to your track. It was pretty cool.
Thank you.
Let's start. Let everybody hear it, and we have a little chat afterwards.
Sounds good.
MV, man. You sent us straight away to the Dungeon Meet Slap Funk Camp with this, no?
Yeah.
Was
Uh,
it the intention?
yeah, I think I made this a while ago for the Dungeon Funk competition.
Yes, but you nailed it, huh? Because I could sense it. Did you
Yeah.
win?
No, no, unfortunately not.
Okay, but it's pretty strong. I mean, the beat is really good. Really hats off to you. I don't know how you programmed it, but very, very serious. I think nothing to envy from beats in that kind of thing. I think it's a great. The track sounds a bit muffled as well, but that goes with the style, and especially because you have a really good sense of spacing things. And it's interesting we're listening to that because maybe that's what was missing in one of the previous track we listened to is that it's important. Sometimes silence is also an element, and having some space when you do question and answer between your elements is sometimes needed, and you did it really well with that track. I think there is
Thank
a
you.
little bit of a lack of progression, I would say.
Yeah,
Maybe you could have keep it fairly like this with the synths, but maybe have, like, I don't know, a switch in the drums to have a little bit of, like, rise of energy halfway or in the second third of
yeah,
the track. I think that would
100%.
have really raised the bar in the track. But overall, very solid, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, listening back now, like, I definitely see that there's like I don't know, especially towards the end of the track, I get a bit bored. So,
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, the first half is fantastic. I mean, sometimes it feels like you could have had a little bit, but maybe if you had squashed all the track for all the element in the first, I don't know, 3 minutes and find something else for the half, you would have
yeah,
like really something fantastic.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would encourage you if it's a style that you like. You obviously have a really knack and ear for it, so I'll encourage you to crack on and try to do some other one in the same style. Because if I remember right, not all your submission were in that style.
No, I do everything right now. So, yeah.
Okay, but this is great. You're good, man. Well
Thank you,
done.
man.
And it was a
Thank you.
pleasure to listen to your track, a style that I appreciate as well.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
All right, that's gonna be a wrap for this session. It was so good to hear music from new users. Really encourage everyone to try to submit as early as possible. I will have a little talk with the team at SYNTHO. Maybe we can find a different time for the people in the US, not to have to wake up at 5 a.m. like James suggested at the beginning of the session. We'll talk about that. I wish you guys very productive days. Crack on making tracks. We are always here in the app. And see you next week. Bye bye, everyone.